Guided practice. How can you use place value and partial products to multiply two-digit numbers? If you break your two-digit numbers up by place value, you will have the value of the tens place and you'll have the value of the ones place, and then you multiply that by the value of the tens place in the other number and the value of the ones place in the other number. Breaking it up makes it easier. For example, our question: it takes Mrs. Garcia 12 minutes to drive to work. She works Monday through Friday. How much driving does she do each week to get to work and back home again? Let's read that again. It takes Mrs. Garcia 12 minutes to drive to work. She works Monday through Friday. That's 5 days, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. How much driving does she do each week to get to work and back home again? Okay, so for your UPS check, you're going to write down what you know, what you understand. All right, so we know that it's 12 miles each way, and for me to get to work, and we know that I go to work for 5 days a week. That's what we know. And the question is, how many miles total? All right. So let's see. How should we solve this? What's the plan? We can draw a picture. We can draw a strip diagram. We can decide if we're going to multiply or if we're going to add. We know it says total, so that means that we're going to be either doing repeated addition, so we have these same numbers to work with, or we're going to be doing multiplication. I think my plan is going to be to multiply because it's faster. And of course, always we estimate first. Okay, and then I think I'm going to draw a strip diagram. All right, so let's do that. Actually, I'm going to multiply. There's more than one way to do this, and like I've told you before, there's more than one way to skin a cat. So if your brain works differently than mine, you can do it a different way. But I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and multiply the miles each way, which is 12. I'm going to do that 2 times first because I'm going to work and then I'm coming back home again. So each day I'm doing the 12 miles twice, right? So we know that 12 plus 12 is 24, or 12 2 times is 24 miles, right? Now, I'm doing it 5 days a week, so the next step would be to multiply that 24 miles by 5 days. Okay. So my estimate here, I'm going to round. This 2 looks funky. Hold on. I am going to round to the tens place. All right, so I'm going to look at the 4, and it tells me my 2 stays on the floor. So my estimate is 20 times 5, which is 100, of course. 5 20s is 100. So my estimate is I travel 100 miles each week to get to work. All right, so now let's go back to this. It's 24 miles each day, and there are those 5 days, so I'm going to write 24 5 times. 1 2 3 4, oopsie, and 5. Okay, so we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and, like we said earlier, we can break the numbers apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 24, I'm going to do 20 plus 4. And then I'm going to multiply that by 5. Okay? I'll put these parentheses to help me stay organized and realize that the first thing that it is that's 24 there, right? Okay. All right, so first step is we're going to multiply 20 times 5. Oh, well, that was our estimate earlier, right? So we already know. So the first one is 100. All right, and then the next step is 4 times 5. 4 times 5 is 20. So I'm going to add 100 and the 20 to give me 120 miles. Okay. So to get to and from work each week, I am traveling 120 miles. If I round 120 to the hundredths place, my marker's giving out. I round it to the hundredths place and I look at this 2, it's going to remain the same. So that's about 100. Guess what? That's what we have here, right? So we got our answer correct.